Chase. Hope everybody's having a good start to your day. We are. We got 4 hours of fun ahead. Darren McFarland and Chase McCabe with you. Elijah Campbell manning things at the game studios where we are. Hello. JP
Hello.
Aaron Sebia is going to come in studio with us in about 15 minutes. We're excited about that. We'll talk a little World Series as Chase dons his Bravos stuff. By the way, I heard a Braves chant last night at Monday Night Football. A lot. Must have been a lot of Braves fans in attendance.
Yeah. We'll go with
so
that.
who's responsible? Is it Florida State? Is it the Braves? Is it the Chiefs? Who's responsible?
I'm going to be honest. I can't figure this whole thing out because there's still a lot on the chop.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, I'm like, are we doing it? Are we not doing it? Are we?
Okay, that's not where I thought you were going.
No, it started with Florida State. I think they're the one, and it came to the Braves. Do you know this? Do you actually know the story of how it got to the Braves?
No.
Deion Sanders. When Deion Sanders played for the Braves.
Yeah, that was I think that was in the 30 for 30, wasn't it?
He brought it to Atlanta, and that's kind of where it started. So, it's a Florida State thing.
So they get credit for being the originals?
Yeah. But it's weird now because in the stadium, you either have people that just randomly start it or they just play the drums and they say, we want to hear you, but no, hey, time to chop, but everybody knows you chop. So it's kind of like, all right, we're halfway doing it.
Well, it's been – not that this is new, but I'm just saying it broke out into – Arrowhead last night. I don't know if that was their support.
No, they've done. The
Braves
they've done that too,
but no, I know.
Tell me, there's not a lot of Chiefs Braves fan crossover.
I'll tell you what, the Chiefs, they got issues.
Yeah,
we talked about it. It was well documented, and those issues haven't gone away since the beatdown of the Titans. That team cannot hold on to the football at all. They're just it's like Halloween every day for them. Trick or treat, here you go. Here's football. Football for you. Football for
Charles
you.
Charles Tillman would have a field day.
Come here, cute costume. Football for you. Giants fan. They just give up the ball left and right. What do you? Their defense not that great. They have issues. They got issues.
I thought Peyton was going to lose it with that pick that Mahomes threw in the end zone where it gets tipped way up.
Yeah.
Because he was holding on to the ball so long.
What about Kelsey?
Yeah.
Jeez. It's really? That's like a rookie move.
Right.
Travis Kelce, the skins you've got on the walls, that happened to you? That's a rookie. Whoever 81 is, I expected that to happen to him, not Kelce.
I don't know. They got problems, like you said. I don't know if they're going to make it. They won.
Here's the deal.
They got the win, but
we did our first top 10. And remember, we were all questioning. Well, no, but we all were questioning our 10. You and Willie had Chargers, and you're like, I don't know if they lose at home to the Patriots. They've lost a couple in a row. I had the Chiefs. I'm like, I don't know if I love them at 10. Well, I'm not sure we're going to have either. Chiefs won, but I'm not sure either one of them make the top 10 this week when we do it.
Yeah.
Because the Chargers look like they're going the wrong direction. Chiefs, while they beat the Giants, whoop.
Barely beat the Giants.
On Monday Night Football, barely. They got issues, man. They're just not that good. And, by the way, did you see their next 3 games?
Yeah, it doesn't get easy for them.
No. It gets rougher. A little bit tougher road to go down.
Yeah. So let's see. Packers, Raiders, Cowboys.
Yeah, how about that? Oh, my.
And is that
Packers, Raiders, Cowboys.
Is that the Thanksgiving game?
Yes.
Ooh. No.
The Cowboys game?
No. I don't think so.
That's in 2 weeks from this weekend.
Because it's at the
2 weeks from this weekend.
Yeah, it's at the Chiefs. It's the one before the Thanksgiving game for Dallas.
The Manning cast was outstanding.
Yes.
Again.
Well, in full disclosure, I kind of watched highlights this morning because after Chase's 2 2 trips to Atlanta and Halloween and all those things. He was dead to the world at about 8:30. So
maybe needed some nap time.
It was time. It was the ref called for the bell.
Oh, the body will make the decision for you, even if you will not.
Yeah, the ref said, "You're done. We're calling this one." But I did watch. I watched some of the highlights this morning, and I've learned things I didn't need to know. Apparently, Archie Manning's stud fees have gone up in the last 20 years, according to Peyton. So that was pretty funny. And yeah, so the Manning cast continues to be awesome, as you can imagine. So
I tweeted out one of the things Peyton said last night because it cracked me up. Peyton said, I'm trying to do it word for word. Let me find where I tweeted that. He said it was the option play. Did you see the option play?
I don't know if I
or
saw
were you
that.
already? I don't know anything about pitching it, but he should have pitched it.
Okay, I did see that. I saw the video. See, ESPN does a great job of on those funny one-liners that either one of them have. They tweet them out. So
do they?
Oh yeah, or put them on Instagram.
Yeah.
Or
I don't know anything
something.
about pitching it, but he should have pitched it. And oh, by the way, they were absolutely correct. That throw, Mahomes, again, the interception where they got the Giants to jump off sides, Mahomes was acting like, yeah, I knew it was going to be on them. And Peyton and Eli, I don't remember which one or both, I think, they kind of like called him out like, yeah, I don't think he really knew that when he threw it. I think maybe he realized it afterwards. But, because Patrick Mahomes was acting like, yeah, I knew that was a free play. I mean, I'm just trying to, thread the needle and just trying to, put it in there. I knew it was a free play. I knew it was a free play.
Yeah, I don't think.
And Peyton and Eli were like, yeah, I don't think he really knew that when he threw it. I think he realized afterwards, like he got really lucky, because if he throws that pick in that spot and they lose that game, dare I say it, and I know that's silly because it's the Chiefs and they've been to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row and they still have Mahomes on their team. They're like close to being done. Like, they're just not that good. Now,
well,
I'm not even sure even the win over the lowly Giants fixes things because they just have issues. I guess you can fix the turnovers, I guess, but here we are. They've played 8 games and they haven't. I mean, they just give the football away like it's Halloween candy. The defense, I don't think you can fix.
No. And
you can't fix that.
The defense, to me, is their biggest problem, and I think that the offense is trying to cover up for that. Patrick is forcing throws that maybe he wouldn't, just trying to make plays, and it's getting, the ball. They're turning the ball over, whether it's through the air or fumbling it. But let's say they do magically fix that, and they
You're talking about the defense?
Well,
or
the turnover issues.
Okay.
Even with that defense, I mean, you look at the teams in the AFC that are ahead of them. I mean, I just can't say that they're better than those teams. Even to an extent, the Titans without Derrick Henry. Now, when we do our power rankings, I'm curious to see what we do with the Titans. Do we drop the 6-2 Titans because of yesterday's news?
Well, I mean, you have to treat it like an NCAA committee. To me, that they penalize teams whenever they lose important players, right? It's like they have to account for that. They don't.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, we get it. If your star player was on your roster going into the tournament, you would be a 1 seed, but he isn't.
Yeah.
So you're going to be a 3 seed or a 4 seed because of that. I mean, that's just the way it works. I mean, how could you move them up? Or even keep them. I mean, I just don't. How do you move them up, even though they're 6-2, even though they just beat the Bills, Chiefs, and Colts in consecutive weeks, when they just lost their star?
Right. Now Sunday night is a Mike Vrabel game. Like, it reminds me in some ways of the COVID game against Buffalo. No chance in the world. They just lost Henry. They're on the road in LA. They're going to get pummeled. but that's where he gets them, that's where he gets them to the right spot.
I'll just go on and say it. If they go out there and beat the Rams, then
they really
without
are
Derrick
for real.
Henry, then they probably should just go on and give him a new contract.
Yeah.
I would just go on Monday morning or whenever they get back in the office after Sunday Night Football and just probably, if I'm John Robinson, just present him with a new contract. I mean, I know we've done this before. I don't know how they win this game, and then they win it.
Yeah.
But this one's a little bit different. We've said that with Derrick Henry in the mix.
Right.
We're saying that without Derrick Henry in the mix.
Speaking of the Chiefs, I don't know if you just saw this, but they're working on the defense because they have acquired defensive end Melvin Ingram in a trade with the Steelers for a 6th-round pick.
Yeah, I don't know
if that really
what
that does.
Melvin Ingram's a nice name, and that's what he is, a nice name.
Yeah, he's not.
He's a guy that cannot stay healthy, and I just think his better days are behind him.
Yep. But I guess,
and that's fine. I mean, it's clear they need more bodies on defense. What did they give up for him?
6th round in 2022.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I guess it's worth the gamble. But if the Steelers are letting you go on defense, what does that tell you? They're like, if they're like good riddance,
no room for
on
you
defense,
with the curtain.
Yeah, we're just fine without you.
Basically.
Yeah. That's kind of the way I look at it. David Poyle, our weekly chat with him coming up in about an hour. So we got a lot of things to get to on the program. We'll head over to West End, talk to Clark Lee at 1 o'clock. After him, Mitch Light, we'll talk some college football with him. Willie is in Calgary today. The Predators take on the Flames tonight. That'll be a puck drop of 8 o'clock. Pete Weber and Hal Gill will have your call here on these airwaves. I will have pregame for you starting at 7 o'clock, and I really hope. What time is first pitch?
That's a great question.
Is it 7:15 like it's been?
7:09. 7:09 first pitch.
Yeah, it would be just a little bit of a distraction. I was really kind of hoping like you would be my first segment guest just to torture you because you would have to concentrate and your mind would be elsewhere. But you could probably get away with it, because that first segment really isn't going to bleed really into the game much. Maybe tomorrow because it's an earlier start.
Well, they're not playing tomorrow.
Well, I just said they are playing tomorrow.
They're not playing
There's
tomorrow.
a game 7.
There's not. The series is over tonight.
Series is over tonight.
It's over tonight.
Is that what you know?
That's what I know.
Is that what you're guaranteeing?
That's what I know. It is over
Is that your
tonight.
5-star lock?
Yes.
Your 5-star lock.
The Atlanta Braves.
Chase McCabe is telling you put your car note, house note, your savings account, everything on the Braves tonight. Firstborn.
Max Fried has not been good in the postseason. He's going to pitch a gem tonight. They're going to win. Okay. And I thought about this as I was coming back from Atlanta after seeing them lose. It is perfect justice to make
Not David,
but I do love David Justice, to make Houston watch. Make them watch. Make them watch the Braves celebrate.
Okay. There you have it. This is what we've already learned on the show. Chase McCabe says, put up your firstborn. Car note, mortgage, whatever. Lay it all on the Braves.
JP's going to come in here and tell me if I'm right or wrong on my prediction.
Perfect timing. JP Arancibia will join us in studio on the other side, and we'll get confirmation on whether this was good advice or really, really bad advice from one Chase McCabe. You're listening to the DDC here on ESPN 102.5 The Game.
The Titans season has taken a turn with the Derrick Henry injury.
This is bad for the Titans. And unfortunately, I think there's going to be a lot of responsibility put onto the shoulders of people who aren't good enough to do it.
For all the latest on the King.
It makes getting through the end of the season seem so much more menacing now that you don't have that guy.
Keep it locked on Nashville's best sports talk.
ESPN
102.5 The Game and the Game Nashville app.
Hey everybody, Willie here to tell you about Lee Company. 615-567-1000. They're a huge sponsor of the Nashville Predators. I'm hanging with them this week north of the border. Big road trip against some tough teams. They always sponsor our radio coverage. You'll see their display in Smashville all the time. Lee Company emphasizes the home maintenance plan. It's that time of year. It's freezing up here in Canada. I got the winter coat. soon enough in Nashville, you're going to be running that heat every day. Make sure it's running properly, but that's where you're covered with the home maintenance plan. 615-567-1000. You get those great annual checkups. They see the small things before they become big things in a crisis. And you'll get repairs. And when you get those repairs, you get discounts on them if you're part of that home maintenance plan. So call now and ask about it. We've done it in our house for a long time with the Daunics. It's worked great for us. 615-567-1000 for Lee Company. Ask them about the home maintenance plan. LeeCompany.com. Let their decades of expertise go to work for you.
Gary Ashton here. Most people in Nashville know me as the don't sell without the intel and the guaranteed offer guy. But despite my accent, I'm also 100% guaranteed